Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in downtown Yeroskipou Paphos, and we're going to take you for a little drive from Yeroskipou Paphos all the way to Yeroskipou and wander around in Yeroskipou. LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
First of all, I would like to say to you a big hello to everybody. And I'm driving a second time this car. I don't feel like it's a foreign thing for me. It's a very easy car to drive. Thank you for watching.
So,
wish me good luck.
Yes. So we are in the little Rampant Rabbit, or as most people would know it, it's a little Fiat, and it's a Fiat 500 diesel. Yes, LaBouffe?
Well, the manual car is nothing new for me to drive a manual car. But it's so, I thought it's hard to drive, but no. Should I go there? Mr. Orientation.
I'd go that way because there seems to be a bit of traffic that way. So we are in downtown Yeroskipou Paphos, just to the rear of the harbour area. This is the Papa Antonio supermarket at the back of the bars on the main boulevard. And you've got Chris Hire there. You've got Zoe's Leather. It's like a gift shop sort of thing. And you've got some clothes places. I remember when this used to be a fish and chip shop there, up until about 2012. You've got another car rental. You've got Bubble Tail, which does coffees and things like that. A sandwich shop. Various other bits and bobs. There's the Rose Pub. So we're now filtering back round to Pasidonis Avenue, correct? Am I right?
We're gonna pass now the favorite friend of Miss Caroline Carter.
Ah, sure. Yes, we are. There's the Tea for Two at the harbour, a very popular little restaurant. There's Cafe Nero over there. There's Pigwingo's, as I call it, cafe, always packed out and busy. Always, isn't it? And then there's the Royal on our left, one of our favourite eating places. We think the food there is superb. Coffee Island, etc. Mario's Diamonds. It's open, so keep going, LaBouffe. And we are by the Annabelle Hotel, as you can see there to the right. As we go along a little bit further, you can see in the distance now the Lepdost Estate sales office, and next to that is the greatest fish and chip shop in the world. TJ's Fish and Chips, dine in or take away, and they truly are exceptional fish and chips. Do you know what, LaBouffe? They are so exceptional that tonight I fancy some fish and chips. What about you?
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Fancy it?
We were going for diet.
We were going for a diet, but fish and chips is quite healthy-ish. So let's try it.
Exactly.
Miss Caroline Carter, there it is. The Alexander the Great, one of the greatest hotels in the world. And there's the horse Stavros waiting for you, as long as you've got €1 and you can ride him for as long as you want. Anyway, here we are, Pasidonis Avenue on a dull, sandy day. But it's quite warm, it's about 27 degrees. So
well,
it's quite warm.
I don't understand. Some years in Cyprus, this dusty weather starts from March, early March. Some years it starts from April, mid of April. How to explain it, I don't know. It's actually maybe the wind which brings you later this dust, or earlier. I don't know how to explain. I've never
Well,
been.
it all depends on the winds and the airflows and things like that, obviously. But yes, always around sometime between late February to as late as April even, we always get these dusty storms, as they call them. Sometimes they can be grey, sometimes they can be bluish, and sometimes I remember they are pink. And when I say pink, I mean as pink as that hat. Because I remember when I was here in 2009, the skies were pink.
Really?
They were pink.
You know what I remember? I remember that very year, that 2008 you mean?
Well, 2009, the spring of 2009.
All right, that very day, that very year, exactly, we had a white balcony,
Terrace. Tiles on the terrace, white marble. Okay.
And if I mopped the balconies, for example, in the morning, in the evening, it was full of rose, like powder, but peachy color. I remember that.
That's right. And it's happened once or twice since then. Normally it just looks like that. Now I understand if you're watching our videos and you're coming from the UK or other northern parts of Europe, that sky probably looks like that most days of the year. And I understand that. I'm not trying to insult the weather of those countries. And that is the reason why lots of people come to the south, Spain, southern Spain, obviously southern Italy, Cyprus, etc., because they are pretty sure that they can be guaranteed for their summer holidays blistering sunshine, and they can go back with a fantastic suntan. And of course that's what will happen. It's just 1 or 2 days. If you go back to Saturday, it was beaming sunshine. Yesterday was slightly overcast, which was Sunday, and today is Monday, which is very overcast. As Miss Yeroskipou Paphos, who's driving very nicely, has said, tomorrow they have forecast showers. So if that's the case, we will be filming in the rain, which will be nice for a change.
Yes.
It will be very nice.
And again, it was so interesting for me when I saw that first, in Cyprus, when I saw that first dust, that peachy colored dust in the air. You know how many people of breathing problems or heart problems had problems those very moments.
It doesn't do good for your lungs if you're very, very young or quite old, obviously, with breathing problems. Even people of our age do struggle. We do get blocked up sinuses from it, and we do get heavy heads, should we say. But we will live through it. If we don't, well, there'll be no more videos, obviously.
But if you think carefully, for example, the nature, what a great thing. We are island. Obviously, around us is the sea. So through this sea, oceans, the dust manages and comes to sit in this island. My God.
So we are now almost at what we will always call, to the day that we die, the Debenhams roundabout. That's what most people would call it. This is it, the Debenhams roundabout. So you've now got the new ERA store to the right, which was Debenhams, and to the left you have the football stadium. This is the Paphos main football stadium. So we're going to go right, and we're going to go into the area called Yeroskipou. That's where we're going to go. And we're going to meoundy, I'm losing my English. There we are. Mrs. Caroline Carter. There's a couple of bunnies, there's a chicken. How'd you go? Anyway, let's take this exit. So Yeroskipou is 1 kilometre, so they say. I mean, I would have called this beat here Yeroskipou. What would you say?
Yeroskipou, correct. Yes. Well done, you.
Yes. My pronunciation of some of the names is quite good.
In fact, you're fluent in all these
I'm
languages.
totally fluent, yes.
You're fluent in Russian, you're fluent in Georgian, you're fluent in Armenian, you're fluent in Greek.
Yes.
Come on, Mr. Paul, how many languages?
I'm fluent in many languages. There we go. Right. So this now is Yeroskipou. You've got the new Revolution hair salon there to the right. That's just opened. Then you've got a flat pack kitchen design place, and you've got a bookies. You've got a medical centre there. You've got a supermarket, coffee shop there.
It's a young one. It's new.
It's new. Again, it's new. You've got a Pizza Hut on the right over there. You've got another hair salon called Hairspray, quite a big place. You've got Euromania. You've got a clothes shop. You've got a gymnasium here.
Yeroskipou was a request of the young man.
Well, a few people have asked for Yeroskipou.
Yes.
One assumes that they must come and stay in Yeroskipou, or perhaps they own a property in Yeroskipou, or perhaps they live in Yeroskipou.
Yeah.
There's a new coffee shop that's just literally opened, and I have a bit of a fetish for coffee shops, so one day I'm going to pop in there and have a coffee, obviously. There's a very big DIY shop, and the man who owns it is very tall. He's about 6'2". There's a new pharmacy that's just opened there. So again, if people have not been to Yeroskipou since beginning of COVID, they're going to see a few changes perhaps. And just over here is the Papa Antonio Bakery, which I think opened just before the COVID pandemic. Am I right, LaBouffe?
Yes.
Just before. And then there's a very nice little restaurant that does a very good souvlaki, which is barbecue meat.
Very good. Tasty.
There's a new gyros bar that's opened there on the corner. Then there's a new tyre shop that's opened there as well. So again, if you've not been to Yeroskipou for 2 years, you will notice some quite big changes. Most of this around us now is the same. Although this Hellenic Bank was not here, was it?
No.
This is the new Hellenic Bank. The old one in Yeroskipou is closed, and that's the new one. So we're going to filter around now back into the back streets of Yeroskipou. And the reason for this is because we are heading towards Miss Ochingrasivi Booth's work. So we're going to take you up until the front of her shop where she sits and she dibble dabbles or yabba dabba dabba doos with paints.
I have to mix a few paints now. They
Yes.
are quite problematic colors. I'm sure I'll manage them. But the matter is when the computer gives you the formula sometimes doesn't match with the pragmatic color,
No.
the real color.
No.
So therefore you need a few moments. Let
To
me
dibble
not
and
say
dabble.
to you.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, today is my Auntie Nellie's birthday.
So wish her a birthday. She's watching.
Happy birthday to you. She's like my little girl, you know. She's
So say
70.
happy birthday, Nelly.
Nelly, happy birthday, my dear auntie. I love you to bits, and I hope I will see you again very soon. Maybe.
Nelly, happy birthday.
Nelly, Zalian Mirwarchar.
Zalian Mirachach, Nelly.
I love you too much.
There we go. Ochingrasivi Booth, Nelly. There we go.
She will be laughing now.
That's my Russian spent. There we go. Forgive the road surface. This is possibly one of the worst roads in the whole of Cyprus. I'm having a word with Mike Gumbaro, and he's told me that sometime in 2036 it's going to be resurfaced. So we've got to wait a while, obviously. So we are approaching the Yeroskipou industrial area, and the building that's coming up in front of us but to our left is where Miss Ochingrasivi Booth goes to work. So keep going a bit further to Booth and then keep going straight, and then we will say our big goodbye.
Should I go there?
Yes, head into the industrial area.
Yeah.
So that is the premises where Miss Ochingrasivi Booth works.
Yes.
So go into the industrial estate, get to the roundabout,
Okay.
buy the Kio and turn back, and we'll say our goodbyes.
Good
That's what we'll
goodbyes.
do. So we're now approaching, this is a new road by the way, that leads you into the Yeroskipou industrial area. So if you want mechanics, the Mercedes service, a kiosk,
It's Yeroskipou
spare parts,
Industrial
yes,
Center.
this is where you would come. So I know this area very well because I'm always looking for parts. So this is where we come. So we'd like to say thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like and please click and subscribe and come back for some more of our madness. Miss Ochingrasivi Booth, what have you got to say?
I would like to thank you also that you're watching us. You're spending your dearest time with us. Thank you for that. And we love you to bits. And come back. Don't forget to come back to us. Thank you.
So thanks for watching. The idea of these videos is to try and teach you a little bit about the real Cyprus and a little bit about ourselves. If you like what you see, please tell us. If you don't like what you see, please tell us, so we can improve and adapt and give you what you want. So I will leave you with a view of Kio. There it is, one of the greatest beers made in Cyprus, and there's some traffic lights that are closed, and I will say thank you very much for watching. There's the fade out on the Fiat. Goodbye.